Lab activity. Aim: finding the refractive index of prism. Material required: prism, white chart, pencil, pins, scale, protractor and a drawing board. Take a white chart on drawing board. Keep prism in such a way its triangular base is on chart. Draw outline using pencil. Now remove the prism. We get a equilateral triangle. Name its vertices as P, Q and R. Measure the angle between PQ and PR. This is angle of prism. It is denoted by capital A. Here we get capital A equals to 60 degrees. Mark a point on PQ. Name it as capital M. Place center of protractor at M. Mark an angle 90 degrees. Draw a line up to M. Now this line is normal to PQ at N. Again place protractor center at M and along the normal mark an angle of 30 degrees. You can see the mark in figure. Now draw a line up to M. This line denotes incident ray. This I1 equals to 30 degrees. Angle is called angle of incidence. Note down in a table this value. Place the prism in its position again. Fix two pins vertically on the line at points A and B as shown in figure. Look for the images from the other side PR. Fix another two pins at points C and D in such a way that all the four pins appear to lie along the same straight line. This is the view of experiment from top. Remove the prism and pins. Draw a line joining C, D pinholes to meet the surface PR at N. This line indicates emergent ray. Place center of protractor at N, mark an angle 90 degrees. Draw a line up to N. Now this line is normal to PR at N. Measure the angle between normal and emergent ray, that is angle of emergence. In figure you see it's about 75 degrees. Here we got angle of emergence I2 equals to 75 degrees. Note down this value in a table. Now join the points M and N by a straight line. The line passing through the points A, B, M, N, C and D represents the path of light when it suffers refraction through the prism. Extend incident and emergent rays till they meet at O. The angle between incident ray and emergent ray is called angle of deviation. It is denoted by small d. Measure the angle between incident ray and emergent ray, that is angle of deviation. In figure it is about 45 degrees. Therefore small d equals to 45 degrees. Note down this value in the table. Finally, for I1 equals to 30 degrees, we get I2 equals to 75 degrees and D equals to 45 degrees. Repeat this procedure for various angles of incidence such as 35 degrees, 40 degrees, 45 degrees, 50 degrees and etc. Find the corresponding I2 and D values and note down them in the given table. ID graph. Draw a graph taking angle of incidence along x-axis and angle of deviation along y-axis, you will get a curve as shown in figure. Here you notice that angle of deviation decreases first and then increases with increase in angle of incidence. Draw a tangent line to the curve parallel to x-axis at the lowest point of the graph. The point intersects y-axis at capital D. This capital D is angle of minimum deviation. Draw a line parallel to y-axis. This line intersects the x-axis at this point. It will give the angle of incidence corresponding angle of minimum deviation. If you do the experiment with this angle of incidence, you will get the angle of emergence, which is equal to the angle of incidence. Substitute capital A values which we measured first and capital D value which we got from graph in this equation, that is n equals to sin A plus D by 2 by sin A by 2. Then we will find the refractive index of prism. Like this, we will find the refractive index of prism in the following way. So finally we get the refractive index of prism n equals to 1.5.